What up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the Zoey's Got a Dad podcast. I am joined by the 4'5". I'm sorry. 5
Put
foot.
some respect on my name.
Is it your name or your height?
Put some respect on it all.
I'm joined by none other than Zoey Marie Green. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Glad you are glad to see that she's here. And I would be none other than Jquest.green, aka Dad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, for me? Thank you. Indeed, a blessing, honor, and a privilege to be amongst everybody. I don't know about y'all, but I am back, refreshed, ready to hit the grind. I know Zoey's got a lot to talk about on this podcast right here. I know she's got a lot to talk about. What it do, Zoe?
What it do?
Yeah.
Dad?
So we are, well, first of all, let me hear some wins.
Oh my gosh. 1, I got to go to Atlanta. 2, we went to Mexico.
How you feel about that?
Oh, it was so nice. I love Mexico.
There was a lot that happened that was good for you on this trip. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot that happened for you on this trip that was really good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you on this trip as well. Like, for real, just navigating. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you really operated. You and I always have these talks about levels of responsibility, and you, like, for real, Zoe, you handled yourself with a certain level of responsibility. Number one, because shouts out to Eric Thomas and Associates, my brother from another mother, my pastor, friend, and confidant. Shouts out to E, shouts out to CJ and everybody else in the background that plans Phenomenal Life every year. And I've been to all 4. I've spoken at all 4. This year was a little different. I spoke, but I didn't speak until Sabbath, right? Preach for Sabbath, but I hosted or emceed all the sessions. And I spoke for the men's session. And so I'm glad for that. I'm glad that I could take you guys this year. Like, for real, we got everybody's, me and Faith purchased our tickets through Phenomenal Life because, we because of them paying for me and her to go in and paying for the boys, but we purchased yours through our vacation membership with Xcaret. For those who have never been to Xcaret, the hotel in and of itself in Mexico, I'm telling Zoe.
Oh man, like, it's undescribable. It's absolutely, like, to say it was amazing and is an understatement. Like,
yeah,
it's just ridiculous. The whole resort in itself, you could stay there like the entire week and still not even see the entire resort.
Truth be told, you can stay there an entire month and still not see the entire resort, right? I think there's like 6 or 7. Now there's like 8 to 10 different parks, right? The resort stretches across 380 something acres of land, and they're still building. I think one of the things that they're beginning to build now is an underground amusement park. So if you've never been to Xcaret in Mexico, I'm telling you, for those who's like, how do you spell that? It's spelled Xcaret. If you want to Google it. Let me tell you, hands down, I think it's the only 5-diamond resort that exists right now, because of all the different things that you get, because of the whole, absolutely amazing. So yeah, Zoe, I was saying that I'm so proud of who Zoe is because your room was on an entirely different floor. As a matter of fact, you were in the same hallway, but on the floor above us.
Yeah. And
you took Mason, and Mason stayed with you in your room, and Nico stayed with us in our room. And for real, I can't front. You handled yourself like a champ. I'm talking about, like, this was a dope opportunity for me to see you, like, really operate in the space of, like, for real, you were kicking it with your parents, and, like, for real, you handled yourself real nice. Like, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
I feel good. Thanks.
Talk to me a little bit about just your experience this week. What are some of the highlights of your experience?
I mean, it was just nice to finally go on the trip with you guys. I mean, I know every year we talk about going or like we want to go, but we never really get to go. I don't know, it was just fun to finally hang out with the boys and hang out with you guys and like actually just have fun, like just nothing but fun and not have to like worry about responsibility. Yes, I still had some sort of responsibility, but like actual responsibility.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about having to go to work. I had PTO, so I was getting paid either way. Yeah, it was just nice. Like, it was fun. I got to see my grandparents. I got to see Faith's parents.
Oh, that's right.
Love Yaya. That's my homegirl right there. My homie. She always make me good food.
For those who don't know, Yaya is Faith's mom. That's what the boys refer to her as, Yaya. And so yeah, she always loves to see you and celebrate you and spoil you the same way. It's crazy. And so they were there for a number of different reasons, right? But one of the things I think for me, Zoe, that was really important as it relates to family and who we are, you know what I'm saying? I've affectionately referred to us now as the Green Five, you know what I'm saying? And so more importantly, I think the thing that sticks out the most to me, the vow renewal. Yeah. How did it, for real? You did a lot. You had a hand in a whole lot of that. And what did that feel like for you?
That was really cool. I mean, my grandparents was driving me crazy like 15 minutes before I got there because they was making me look for them and they was already there. Nonetheless, it was really nice. It was really nice on many different levels, specifically because I wasn't at you guys' wedding.
Talk a little bit about that. Like, you wasn't at the wedding, but you were here for the renewal. You know what I'm saying?
It was really nice to experience that. All these years later, you guys are still together. Thank God.
Yeah.
You have many more years to go. So, I mean, for me not to be able to be such a part of such a huge thing, and then after all these years being able to be a part of them renewing their vows was really cool.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure that you were very much a part of this because, like, for real, the first time that it happened, I had a decision, but I didn't have a decision, if you would. And I had a decision in wanting you there, but as far as getting you actually there was a totally different thing. And I'm not even going to awaken that. I'm going to leave that right where it is. But to see you here, like we did the whole thing with the purple, the gold, and the white cords, right? And the text that says a cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. And to see you and Mason and Nico, like Mason and Nico hold the ring, and to see you braid it out and then to wrap it around Faith in my arm, like that whole, I ain't gonna front, it was a little emotional for me.
This man was over there bawling his eyes out like a big old baby.
Don't do that. Don't.
I was looking at Mason. I said, Mason, look, Daddy's crying. Yeah. He said, what? And he looked over. He was like this.
Yeah, you're doing a lot right now.
Bawling his eyes out.
You're doing a whole, okay, I just think
about it.
Yeah. I just need you to think about what you're doing right now, because you're doing a whole lot, right?
Anyway,
and so I won't front though. I was extremely emotional about it because I knew what it meant the first time. I knew how you felt about it, right? And to have you there. Right. And not only there, like you did a whole lot, like they got the fans, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't do anything major. We just, you know what I'm saying, made it as personal with everybody that was there. What was dope for me was to see E come back. I mean, that's my brother, but like for him to be there to renew our vows 11 years later. Really, we should have did it last year, but because of COVID, we didn't get an opportunity to do that. But to be there again this year, and then Chuck and Simone, to see them there. They were there the first time I got married. Carl and Tamisha, shouts out to them. And then some other people, you know what I'm saying? CJ and Candace, you know, Jamal and Camille. Ray and Fatai, they were there as well. And like our families were just blending, especially with Ray and Fatai. Like the boys started rocking with Chubba and Matthew and like the whole squad, like to see them running up and down. But more importantly, to see you and finally like lay that feeling to rest, because you were now officially a part of the ceremony that keeps me and your stepmom together. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, just talk a little bit about what it felt like the first time not being there and now being a part of that. Like, can you officially say that, all right, we can put that to rest? I've done what can you say to that right now?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like the feeling was put to rest a long time ago because we've had so many conversations about it. And forever I was just like, because I was so young, I didn't like fully understand as to why I wasn't there. And as I got older, I could like deal with it within myself. But I feel like now that we got to do it, it was kind of just like I got to see it. Like I got to be there and feel what it felt like to see you guys get married. Yep.
And not only see it, but actually be a part of the whole thing. I mean, that was the plan from the beginning, to be honest with you. But, and that, like for real, once again, just a overjoyed feeling to have you there. And now I'm looking forward to all the things that we are going to do as a family. Like even this podcast, like for real, this is major for me. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, that solidified some things in my mind. I mean, being in the conference and hearing E speak, and hearing, dudes like Rob Wilson talk about finances, and you know what I'm saying, Sean Stevenson talk about health, all of that stuff. I came back here with a different mindset for the green five, you know what I'm saying? The quote unquote green five. And that's my prayer, is that we would grow in some way, shape or form this year. But talk about all the other stuff that you experienced while you were there.
Man, we got to go swimming with the dolphins, me, Mason and Nico.
Love it.
We went swimming with the dolphins. We went and did the river swim under the caves. Grandma and Grandpa went ziplining.
Oh my gosh.
And rode ATVs.
How old is Pop right now? 81?
Grandpa's 81. Is he 82?
81. 81. You got two grandpas, so we specific because Daddy didn't get to go on this trip.
Yeah, so this is
this is my stepfather.
Yeah, his stepfather.
Yeah, your papa. Yeah.
Yes. Everybody, grandma, grandpa, everybody. We got like 15 different stuff.
You got 3.
We got like 4 sets of grandparents.
Right.
But yeah, they went ziplining and ATV riding. I was like, what?
Who was driving the ATV though?
Me. I was driving the ATV. I was going crazy. Y'all should have seen my grandpa in the back. He was losing his mind. It was so crazy. And then they went ziplining, which was amazing. The guy at the last zipline was like, he told me he was 81. I wish I could do that when I'm 81.
Yeah,
I said,
real.
yeah, me too. For real. I hope I can too.
For real.
Yeah.
So that was that. Tell me some things that you learned. Like how has this trip made life different for you? Has it changed any of your perspective? Has it grown you in any way, shape, or form? Changed the way that you look at things? Bettered our relationship? What has it done for you this trip? Because I know you got to see a couple of things and be in a different space and place. So what are some of the things that it did for you?
I would say like the main thing that it did was like we went and stayed. How long did we stay for? Like a week?
Yeah, like 8 days.
Yeah, we stayed for like a week and a day. And while that was fun, like, oh my gosh, I was just like, oh, I just want to stay longer, and I want to, go see more, and I want to go to all these different parks. I want to be able to put myself in a position to where if I wanted to stay for a month, guess what? I'm staying for a month. Like, I want to be able to I just want to like put myself into a position where if I want to spend the money or where money's not it's not like an option for me.
Careful now. Yep.
So that's the main thing I would say. Think
about it. Yo, let me tell you something, Zoe. Like it, as your father, like it doesn't. I'm telling you, the enormous amounts of joy that it brings me to hear you even say that. Now, I know the behavior immediately is not going to match what you're thinking, but I think it's important for me as well to continue to expose you to all of these different places that we've been to as well. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to fly to Atlanta. It's one thing to fly to New York. It's one thing to fly to Florida, but to pick up and leave and go to Mexico. I think the next place in Faith where I were talking about it very recently, I think one of the places that we want to take you next, two places we definitely want to take you. One is to Bali, right? And one is to Phuket in Thailand, right? One of our places that we just like, for real. I love that place, right? And a number of other places as well. One of our bucket list trips is to the Maldives.
Why is it not Jamaica? Like, oh my God.
Jamaica is always the place that, like, for real, I can pick up and go to Jamaica. As a matter of fact, Grandpa and I are planning to go see Auntie Myrna. You know, she's getting older now, of course. And so Jamaica is always going to be number one on my list. There's no place that makes me feel at home the way I feel at home when I go to Jamaica, right? So big up the whole of the yardie them, of course. Big up the whole of the, Jam Rock for life, I'd have to say. All right, so that's always going to be what it is. Yeah. But I think there's some other places. I think when you go to Phuket and you go to Bali and you go to the Maldives, like you get to see life in a way that you've never seen it before. And I'm glad you're talking what you're talking. I just want you to understand that there's an ethic that comes along with that. There's a work ethic. We don't get to just talk about it and just be like, I want to go to these places. I legit want you to be in position where when your salon opens, that you have managers who run your salon while you are gone, and you can go stay for a month and know that your salon is in good hands, right? You hire talent. Once again, it's going to take a certain level of work ethic to reach that. And I think that you're well on your way. This year, you've done some magnificent things. You've done what you were supposed to do in school. As a matter of fact, core classes are starting next semester. I know that you decided to take the summer off, but core classes are coming in August. What does that feel like? What does that even feel like?
Oh my gosh, it feels like a freaking weight is off my shoulders. I tell you all the time, like, oh my gosh, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have gone back to school. I would have just gone to cosmetology school and got my license. Like, I mean, I really could. Like, I did not want to go back to school because school is just not something like I was amazing in, or something that I was like always good. I don't want to say good because it all just comes with like studying and stuff like that. But I mean, it feels amazing, like, that I finally made it through these 2 semesters. And it's done now. I mean, I have 2 more. I think I have I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 more general education requirements, but I'll mix that in with 2 cosmetology classes. Yeah, I'm excited.
Lovely. All right, real quick, talk about some of the things that you took mad pictures. A whole lot of pictures while we were on this trip. Talk about the pictures that you took. Where did you go?
So my favorite part of this resort and all the parks is they have these little cameras throughout the parks. And you tap your bracelet on the little sensor and it takes a picture for you. Amazing. I didn't have to bring my phone, nothing. They just send the pictures to your room. So we took pictures in the underground cave. We took pictures when we were doing the river swim. What else did we take pictures? What else did we go do? We took it takes pictures while you're zip lining. And we went to this place one of the parks called Senses, and it like it caters to all of your senses, so touch, taste, smell, hear, all of that. So one of them, we had to go through this tunnel, and I'm like, heck no. Automatically, I'm like, all right, I'm not feeling this. It was taking pictures of me going through the tunnel, and I'm like this, and here like this. No, you could see me in the picture. I'm like, no, I can't do this. But what else did we take pictures? There was water slide inside Senses, which was really fun. That was my favorite thing. I wanted to go back and do that. It took a picture of you doing that, and then we had a bird fly. That was my favorite picture. And I mean, like, these cameras are like good cameras, like better than iPhone cameras. Like, they're really good pictures. They're not blurry. They're very clear. Very clean. My skin was glowing. But yes.
Your skin was glowing? You was in the sun taking pictures?
It was this waterfall. Oh my gosh, you got to take a picture in front of the waterfall. It was so pretty.
Hilarious.
It was so pretty.
Hilarious. All right, let's do this because I want to take a quick break before we come back, and then I want to talk a little bit about your grandparents knowing something a little bit about your 18th, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that.
My 18th, my 20th.
No, not your 20th. Right? That there's something coming up on the 18th, and we'll talk a little bit about that when we get back. All right, we'll dive in. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Quest, man, professional marriage and life coach. Listen, one of the things that we've always tried to do here, or one of the major themes here at the Greenhouse, right, or in the work that I do, is to concentrate on love, lifestyle, and legacy, right? And for the purposes of lifestyle, we wanted to create merch that is consistent with our ideas and beliefs as it relates to marriage. So listen, guys, you can see I got on the Tribe Called Marriage, raglan shirt, Tribe Called Marriage hat, and we have that and tons more merch in the shop. Do me a favor, if you like what we're doing and you like the merch, do me a favor, stop by, get some for you and your wife, and support the movement. You feel me? Because if you're not working on your marriage, my friends, then what are you doing? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Quest. Peace. What up? And we're back. All right, so we talked a little bit about this trip. One of the lovely things is that our grandparents, or your grandparents, not my parents, your grandparents, came along for the trip, right? And I've always been a firm believer, Zoe, in understanding your purpose and understanding why you're here, operating with responsibility, because we know that you love what?
Freedom.
Oh Lord, you love freedom, but what have I always told you that freedom is a byproduct of?
Responsibility.
You say no. You saying it like it's As you get older, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about, because you're gonna live your own life, and then you're gonna have your own children, and then you're gonna understand that you want them to be responsible, and you can't let them move into spaces that they have not earned that level of responsibility. And we all know it's levels to it. You want higher levels of freedom, it's going to demand higher levels of what?
Responsibility.
But you got an active example of what that looks like, right? And you are psyched out of your mind.
Yeah.
You've been saving for your car, and you've saved some money. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that this has been, and it's not that Faith and I couldn't, I think God wanted us to, like, for real, put you in this position. You have a job now, you work, you know what I'm saying? You earn money. And while we take care of all your major expenses, I think it's good for you in this season, especially at 19, about to be 20, to learn, some responsibilities of your own. Well, we kind of wait, and I'm telling you, God has been masterful at navigating this whole thing, because we were going to go get a car at one time, and I didn't like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you having a car note, and I was praying about it, and God was like, no, she actually would be good with a small car note, like, right? And we worked out a number where we could get that car note for you. Why? Because it's going to teach you how to make sure that you're paying your bills at a certain time, you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of. And while we were on vacation, from what I understand, I wasn't there at the time because I was I was still in conference speaking and emceeing the event, and I heard that Grandma and Grandpa did what? What did they do?
My wonderful grandparents.
Are
giving me
my wonderful grandparents. I just need you to, real quick. Think about it. I just need you to think about that real quick. Your wonderful grandparents, what did they do for you?
They are giving me $1,000 towards my car.
Lord have mercy. You want to talk about boo-hoo?
Yeah, like I was boohoo crying at the pool. Like oh my gosh.
I should
it literally takes a lot to make me cry. Like it really does. Like it takes a lot to make me cry. But oh my gosh, as soon as she told me that, like my heart dropped to my feet and I just started boo-hoo crying.
Right by the pool. You're just out there boo-hooing at the pool. So let me ask you this, Zoe. Why were you crying? What was it about what they said to you?
It's not even so much that they're giving me money towards my car. They give me money all the time. Like, that's my grandparents. But it was more so the fact that my hard work is not going unseen. Like, I'm literally busting my butt to get like everything that I need to get. I always said like, oh, I can't wait till I get my own money, and I can't wait till I can do this, and I can't wait till I can do this. But this is hard. Like, I'm tired of being out here like an adult. I want to be a kid again. I was never like, I don't know. I just want to be a kid again. It's hard out here, but even still, it's all a learning process. So it's like it was more so that they noticed that I'm working hard. I go into work when I'm supposed to. I go into work on time. Half the time you don't even have to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing, because I already know what I'm supposed to be doing. I go into work and I bust my butt every single day. I save the money I'm supposed to save. I have my credit card. I pay my credit card off when I'm supposed to. And I'm like, it was just amazing that not that, other people aren't seeing my hard work, but for them to make such a huge gesture, and then for them to tell me like, we see that you're working hard and here's what you get. So it was very rewarding.
So a number of different things, right? Number one is I get it. Sometimes you want to go back to being a kid, but there's no going back to being a kid. To whom much is given, much is required. And this is going to be a way of life for you now. Now, I'm not saying that it always has to be difficult, but our future is predicated upon what we do right here, right now. So if you work hard and continue to work hard and put the necessary measures in place to do all the things that you said you wanted to do, travel, see the world. Now, we're going to expose you to some stuff, because we want you to develop that for yourself. But as you get older now, you're going to be like, man, I want to do this with my friends. I want to travel, you know what I'm saying? You and 2 or 3 of your girlies, you know what I'm saying? Like, really travel, go see the world, go, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we want for you. But I think more importantly than that, what we want you to realize is the work ethic. And I always told you, like, for real, when you live your purpose, God starts. Thank you. The slap rock.
Okay, it was a Gatorade bottle. Anyway, go ahead.
Do we need? Okay.
Think about it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yes. Right. So what I wanted to tell you was, like, for real. When we were sitting at dinner, Grandma told me, she was like, I was watching Zoe the entire time that we were there. I was watching what she was doing, and I just loved the way that she's carrying herself. I love the way that she's operating, despite of some of the stuff that we would face in terms of your development in the past. Because Zoe, I ain't gonna lie, you had your father shook for a moment. I was like, am I gonna have to murder this child, or what am I gonna have to do? Hang her from the? I don't know what I was gonna do, but to see you come full circle. And it's like 180-degree turn and moving in you know what I'm saying? She's like, I could not sit back knowing that she was doing what she was doing and not give her something that would allow her to, you know what I'm saying? When people see what you're doing in terms of purpose, when people see you working hard, they join in with you. People want to be a part of when you're doing stuff that's causing you to win. You feel me? And so I'm glad, because like, you learned something. You learned that hard work really does pay off. It does pay off. How does it feel now? Whatever you saved, it just went up $1,000.
It feels good. Like, I mean, I was kind of worried. Like, I don't want to say worried, but I was kind of just like, okay, I'm saving up all this money, but I'm about to empty it out on a car, which is, yes, I get my car back, but I'm like, okay, now I have to start all over again. And now I'm starting all over again to move out. So.
Oh, is that what you want to do next?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You made it seem like you wanted to be
I want to stay here forever, like rent free, all that. What? Yeah. I would love to stay here forever, but I mean,
But here's the funny thing. You'll always have a home. We want to make sure that you are set up, you know what I'm saying, and doing what you need to do in order to maintain. It's like, don't let nobody fool you. Paying mortgage and car notes and insurance and all of that stuff ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy though when you set up a foundation or set up a system or set up, you know what I'm saying, a structure that allows you to do that with ease. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why we want you to go to school, learn what you need to learn. And then when it's time for you to open up your, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, we want to make sure that you're set. Right. And so, man, I'm so glad. I enjoyed this trip tremendously. I enjoyed everything that we did. One of the wins for me, I think, was being able to baptize a certain individual. I won't say his name because I'm not sure if he wants me to say his name or not. It's probably cool, but after I preached on Saturday, you know, I invited everybody to baptism. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily to a religion, but you know, opening up and the dude hit me on my gram. He said, "I'm still here. I was afraid to come up, but I want to be baptized into the body of Christ." And I took him down to one of the pools. I called E on the phone because it was APOC. Out of respect, I called E, spoke to E and was like, "E, this is the situation." And he was at, I think, some event. He went outside, went on FaceTime. I propped up the phone on the chair while we were in the pool. And boom, I put my man down in the watery grave. And that was a good feeling. That was a good feeling. It was a good feeling to see you operate with Mason. It was a good feeling to have my family there. It was a good feeling to rock with the Green Five. You know what I'm saying? Nico, Lord have mercy. I'm praying for him.
Oh, Mason, I'm praying for him too. This boy woke me up at 6:00 in the morning talking about some
every
Zoey,
morning.
we have to go down to mommy and daddy's room because Nico left his necklace up here. I said, bro, what?
Yeah.
Please grab your tablet and leave me alone until I get up.
That's it. But those jokers enjoyed themselves as well.
Yeah,
when I say they vacationed, they vacationed.
They was in the pool from like 10 in the morning till 6:00.
In the
literally
evening, like for real.
In the pool the entire time. Like,
and did not want to get out. You know what I'm saying? And took him to the rivers. Nico went paddle boarding on his own. Like, I don't think people know, like, that's not an easy thing to do. And so when these jokers went, and Nico, I kind of expected it from Nico. When that joker goes on vacation, he goes on vacation. Like, for real. He enjoys himself. He laid in the hammock. Everything that he wanted to try, he went and tried. Like,
when we did the river swim, Mason got out because he was getting a burn from under his arm from the life jacket. Yeah. Nico was like, "What? I'm not getting out." Yep. Faith made me stay in there, and we swam all the way to the end, and we had so much fun. Oh my goodness.
I love it. I think one of the takeaways for me for this vacation, Zoe, is that I need to spend more time investing in exposing you guys to a couple more trips. Now, y'all ain't gonna go on every trip because I just need some time alone with my wife.
Not every. I'm going.
Like for real, I just need me and my boo time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going.
You going?
I'm going.
Look, you see what I'm saying?
I can see. I'm old enough. I can leave them alone.
Yes.
And just be like, okay, I'll meet y'all for dinner.
Yes.
Nico and Mason be like, mommy.
Yeah. No, I need boo time, and
he need a vacation.
Vacation. I need a vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so I think that was one of the things, is just to make sure that I take you guys regularly. Usually we do one big trip a year, I think, but I think I need to do a couple more during the year, right? Just to expose you guys to a couple of things. I love who you guys are when we get back. Not so much Nico and Mason. Them jokers was getting up 6:00 every morning. We came home the first day for school. I'm like, oh, they gonna get up. Nope. Them jokers, I need to stretch. I don't. Can we go back?
Because it's different waking up when you know where you about to go.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, man. So, what are your takeaways from this trip? What are your takeaways? The things that you learned the most.
I gave you my takeaways. We had that conversation already.
Yeah,
I did.
Is this something you want to do again? And
Yeah, it's either that for my birthday or Cali.
Lord have mercy. You see that? They already talking about for my birthday.
Turning 20.
Privileged children.
First of all, not privileged.
Privileged children. Y'all live life good. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all live good. Anyway, I think that's it for us, man. Anything you want to tell the people before we get out of here, Zoe? Nope.
Get out, travel.
Yeah,
you're right. I mean, don't just travel. Like, don't sit in your one little circle because that's what you're used to. You have to get outside your comfort zone. It opens you up to so much more.
What are some of the things that it opened up for you on this trip?
Just the way, I don't want to say the way different people live because we were on a resort, but
it opened up your mind to what?
I don't know. I just like traveling. I just like going and just seeing different things and seeing like wonders of the world and how certain things were built, and just like the underground river for me that's what did it for me. That was so cool to me. It was waterfalls under the caves, like waterfalls like coming in from under a cave. So just different things that nature and like the world can do.
I love it. So there's nothing greater than just expanding your mind, going to new places and spaces and seeing things, and then coming back and say, I want to do that more often. But in order to do that more often, that's going to require some work on our end. So we got some things that we need to do. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Once again, man, y'all been listening to the Zoey's Got a Dad podcast. I think what I want to tell everybody is that, like, for real, before we get out of here, for those that are married, I'm very big on marriage and family. For those who don't know, Dad, aka QG, whatever you want to call it. I am a marriage and life coach, and next year, 2023, we are going to the beautiful island of Antigua for a marriage retreat. So if you want to be a part of that, man, do me a favor. Shoot me an email at info@Jquest.green.com. That's info@JQUESTGREEN.com. If you want to be on that trip next year, I think it's from the 21st to the 25th of June, 2023. And let me tell you something. I'm going out there to have a blast. And all the married couples of the Greenhouse clique, man, they're going as well. Why? Because we are firm believers in 3 pillars: love, lifestyle, and legacy. And we want to do life around each other, not with each other. So if you want to be a part of that, shoot me that email. And I think that's it. So until next time, you've been listening to your boy Quest
and your girl Zoe,
and this has been another edition of the Zoey's Got a Dad podcast. We will see y'all on the flip side. Peace.